Thank you. This is at the Real Beelzebub. This is my mind's channel. Thank you for swinging by, checking me out. I appreciate it. This is my second addition to my 31 Phobias project. Number 2, the fear of being watched. Now, could it be Scopophobia or Paranoia? There is a difference. Now, it could be a very scary thought, the idea of somebody actually watching you, your every move, everywhere you go, and anybody you talk to. It's enough to make some people to never want to leave their home again. Being alone isn't quite as easy and personal as it used to be. From microcams to mini listening devices to hackers actually hacking into personal computers and watching their victims through their very own webcam. There are easy-to-follow programs and applications, usually at a very high cost, that can help these cyber criminals tap into your cell phones, home security systems, and even baby cam devices. This is pretty scary. Now, there are those who take this to the extreme. Living a life under the fear of being under surveillance, getting scanned, or even watched can drive most to complete paranoia. People who think that someone may be keeping tabs on, or even spied on, they may be suffering from plain paranoia. However, if a person has a fear of being seen, or possibly stared at, they may be suffering from scopophobia. Interesting. Now, voyeurism. There's facts about voyeurism. Those who like to observe others. Believe it or not, voyeurism is quite common. I mean, do you have a little voyeurism in you? Now, according to Wikipedia, when it came to voyeurism, they claimed that one study proved that instances of it can be found in the Bible. Voyeurism is nothing new. It's been around for quite a long time. Television shows such as Big Brother and Survivor is a type of voyeurism. However, in these televised situations, the person or persons know they are being watched. But in more serious cases of voyeurism, the observed has no idea they are being watched. Even while performing their more private and sometimes most intimate moments. Now, facts on voyeurism. Now, is it a disease? Now, voyeurism is a psychosexual disorder. So, yes, voyeurism is a disease. To put it simply, voyeurism is a psychosexual disorder that gives a person some sort of sexual gratification by watching others, especially observing those in their most private and intimate moments. Most voyeurs find pleasure by videotaping their victims, even while their victims are doing their normal, everyday errands. In extreme cases, a voyeur will watch their victim's family, including the wife, husband, and even their children. Now, there are different types of voyeurism, because, of course, different strokes for different folks. Whenever the word voyeur is heard, right away people begin to think that somebody must be going around the neighborhood peeping in people's windows. This is where the term peeping Tom originated from. However, this isn't the case. I'm not saying that this doesn't happen, I'm just saying that more times than not, a voyeur has one specific individual in mind. Peeping in windows isn't the only method a voyeur can use. Unfortunately, due to modern day technology, voyeurs can now tap into your cell phones and listen in on your conversations. Voyeurs can hear conversations that involve financial transactions, addresses to friends and family, and even take note on locations where you may be alone. Then there's the webcam. I'm sure you've heard of stories about people hacking into computers and watching people doing normal, everyday things around the house. Personally, I find this totally outrageous, but at the same time, totally preventable. Most webcam models can be an instant target for voyeurs. However, most of these webcam girls are college educated and know how to prevent voyeurs and possible stalkers from getting too close to them. Now I'm talking about the webcam models that do things on TV, not the models of different types of computers, of course. Nowadays, most people have laptops that are equipped with webcams. These webcams are located at the top of the video screen simply for convenience. The webcam located at the top makes it simpler for the viewers to see each other. However, most people fail to turn off their computer and leaving the laptop open. This is not only good for dust and other particles to get into your keyboard, but it also makes it possible for hackers to turn on your webcam without your knowledge. Most webcams on laptops will turn on a red light indicating that the webcam is in operation. Hackers can now turn on your webcam without having the red light indicator notifying you that it's in use. So, to prevent this, close your laptop. Then there's the desktop computer. Remember those? Yeah, they're still around. In fact, I'm on one right now. The webcams that are usually used with desktop computers literally have webcams attached to the top of the computer screen to prevent a hacker trying to take a peek at you. Simply cover it with a hat. Problem solved. Now there's stalking. This is when voyeurism starts becoming extreme. Now stalking is a serious offense. After a while, when the voyeur gets to a point where nothing else seems important to them, they may start stalking their victim. This can be quite bothersome and dangerous if these situations go unreported to the proper authorities. Most voyeurs turned stalkers are usually married men, but there are married women that carry out the same psychosexual disorder behavior as well. And these stalkers will get so infatuated and obsessed with this person that they are willing to lose everything they possess in order to be as close to that person as possible at all times. Now this includes their money, their job, their home, and even their own family. Now, being spied on. Who's watching who? Who's watching you? Now, this is paranoia. Now, is our government spying on us? Of course they are, and why we should hold on. Of course they are, and we should expect them to. I got two ands in there, I gotta get rid of that. I'm against the United States spying on its own citizens, but on the other hand, I can't really blame them. There are thousands upon thousands, possibly millions of illegal immigrants that constantly cross the United States border. It's not just through Mexico either. Canada has now been a major entry point for illegal immigrants to cross into the United States. There are those who take this paranoia to the extreme. Many of these people may become violent. They take their privacy very seriously. Some may become so extreme that they've been known to barricade themselves in their house or bedroom. Now there's scopophobia, scopophobia, or ophthalmophophobia, whatever. Now, these are the fear of being stared at or even being seen. Now, this is different than being, looking for cameras in your house. Now, sufferers can range from complete shyness to overwhelming fear. It's also been known that few can even become quite aggressive. Like most phobias, the source and origins of this fear is completely unknown. The reason a person who fears being watched, stared at, violently erupts could be anything from very low self-esteem, an extremely guilty conscience, or even a dysfunctional and or abusive childhood. It's just not known. Now, there's a poll here, and if you want to check out the short link, and you could take a part of this poll. Here's the short link right here. There you go. Hey, if you like so far what you're hearing, give a thumbs up and subscribe. It'd be nice. If I can just have it stay on for a minute. There you go. Now, the question is, do you acknowledge and live in fear, feeling that you're being watched? Now, I got 4 different options there for you to choose from. So I hope you like what I had to say. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and you all have a good night.